Snakes unnerves pretty much every individual, despite the fact that a little piece of these reptiles are really venomous. We people have an uncanny apprehension with regards to these slithering creatures. In the wild, snakes, particularly those with toxin, can cut down creatures a lot bigger than them. Anyway, that doesn't mean they don't have dangers to their own lives a long way from it. So today we should investigate 14 greatest and most awful foes of snakes. We'll likewise let you know how these snake trackers accomplish such accomplishments. Hi, my name is Alaire74 from Alaire74 YouTube channel. Without wasting any precious period of time, let's get to it. Number 14, Eagles. Eagles are enormous hunters and can kill numerous assortments of snakes. The birds have a very sharp beak that can pierce and tear away the tissue of snakes immediately. They have the propensity for abducting venomous and non-venomous snakes and taking off to their homes. Despite the fact that snakes in all actuality do fight back by striking its legs, the hard bones of the bird's legs make these strikes useless. The birds love to send off abrupt assaults on the air and hence consequently lessens the possibilities of any counter from the snakes. When gone after, the snakes scarcely have any opportunity to respond prior to being out of hand in the bird's talons. Number 13, Hawks. The birds of prey resemble hawks, they likewise chase snakes. The most well-known birds of prey that routinely target snakes are the American kestrel, Cooper's hawk and red-tailed hawk. They plunge down from the sky and immediately get snakes to kill them. They have sharp mouths and paws to ruthlessly drain tear and lethally harm snakes. The falcons utilize the component of shock while focusing on snakes from the air. Taking everything into account, the snakes in all actuality do fight back and may thwart their hijacking plans. Yet, in the end, the chances are constantly against the snakes and not the birds of prey. Size matters a great deal in a snake versus cell battle. Birds of prey can undoubtedly pause and assault the more modest and medium-sized snakes. Anyway, it is difficult for them to take out the greater snakes. The hawk-snake relationship additionally relies on the number of inhabitants in snakes. On the off chance that the snake's populace is plentiful. Number 12, Meerkats. The meerkats are close cousins of mongooses. They are cunning creatures that frequently go after snakes and prove to be the best. The meerkats normally live in tunnels and have enormous groups of around 40. They are gifted with a great feeling of smell and chase all together while hunting snakes. The meerkats normally depend on mathematical strength. They frequently chase snakes during the daytime and encompass them from all sides to make disarray. The frightened snake attempts to battle or get away, yet meerkats block the snake's break course. This procedure tires the snake as well as assists the meerkats with fiercely tearing and kill the snake in their zone. Anyway, for a solitary meerkat, hunting a snake is a seriously troublesome errand. Part of the justification for why meerkats have no capacity to bear snakes is on the grounds that these creatures can frequently slither into the meerkat's tunnel and chase solitary residents. Number 11, Hedgehogs. Hedgehogs are the absolute most normally very much safeguarded creatures in nature. The hedgehogs have sharp plumes and can actually watch themselves against hunters. Everything being equal, those sharp plumes can cause serious wounds hunters. On the off chance that these plumes puncture indispensable organs, even enormous hunters might pass on an excruciating demise. Anyway, the hedgehogs are bold hunters as well. Furthermore, have a specific skill for hunting snakes around evening time. However, it is difficult to envision a little hedgehog focusing on snakes. Logical examination makes sense of that most experiences between the two occur under the front of dimness. Out of all snake species, the snakes are the most widely recognized focuses of hedgehogs. At the point when snake attempts to retaliate against a hedgehog, the plumes become an integral factor and wound the snake. Not simply that, the hedgehog might twist like a prickly ball. Hedgehogs likewise have insusceptibility against snake toxin. Number 10, Secretary Bird. The secretary bird is one of the deadliest foes of snakes in sub-Saharan Africa. What makes them especially risky is the fast strategy utilized to kill snakes. They can stomp on snakes to death with only one strike. Their kick has a power of around 44 pounds per square inch, which is multiple times more than the bird's weight. The rip-dead kicks are sufficiently able to moreover smash the delicate assemblages of snakes or its head. The secretary bird's snouts are adequately sharp to slice through and tear the tissue of dead snakes. Their general size likewise gives them a benefit against snakes as a result of their capacity to obliterate snakes. Ranchers may frequently keep these birds as pets to fight off snake predations in their fields. Number 9, Owls. Owls are the most well-known nighttime hunters of snakes with regards to hunting technique. The owls utilize the component of shock to attack and kill snakes with their sharp snouts and sharp paws. The owls are known to kill, decapitate and mercilessly tear and shred snakes into a few pieces. The owls have a high achievement rate in light of the fact that their grasp is serious areas of strength for excessively the snakes. The owls additionally end up being quick executioners and don't give whenever to snakes to one or the other get away or retaliate. In some cases owls become anxious and may try and swallow snakes alive. They are so startling for snakes, particularly in light of the fact that owls have extraordinary night vision. Number 8. Honey badgers. Honey badger are nemesis of snakes and they try to kill even individuals such as mambas, cobras and non-venomous pythons. Nothing panics these hunters, and cautioning signs from snakes, for example, murmuring and raising their heads, are totally pointless against honey badgers. The honey badgers have a high nibble power of 108 bfq, and have 1.5 inch long paws. Other than these dangerous weapons, the honey badgers are capable warriors and are impervious to wine toxin. Venomous chomps aren't sufficient to cut the honey badger down like the mongoose. The badgers likewise have thick fur covering their body, shielding them from chomps. In recorded recordings it has been found that honey badgers might recover snake hideaways and kill them by rapidly gnawing off their head and attacking enjoyable pieces. There have been occasions at the point when honey badgers have retaliated against pythons and have unfortunately harmed or killed them. Number 7. Mongooses. The mongooses are age-old foes of snakes like cobras and mambas. There are numerous accounts all over the planet where the courageous mongoose obliterates a venomous snake to safeguard the fenceless creatures. The mongooses are gallant and are known to deal with snakes directly. One of the essential advantages for mongoose while battling snakes is their lightning-quick reflexes at development speed. These trackers frequently hop around the snake, staying away from their strikes. When the snake begins to tire, that is the point at which the mongoose takes action and conveys a devastating nibble to the snake's head. Besides, mongooses have exceptional acetylcholine receptors that render them profoundly impervious to wine toxin. Aside from this, their jacket of fur likewise shields them from a venomous snake's teeth. These consolidated make mongoose as a definitive snake assassins. Number 6. Wolverines. Wolverines are close cousins of honey badgers. They are incredible hunters as well as very horrible. They have gained notoriety for focusing on creatures including lethal snakes for a speedy feast. At the point when a wolverine detects a snake, it's extremely challenging for the snake to get away. This is on the grounds that snakes can't take displaced person in tunnels during wolverine assaults. Since they can annihilate wards and uncover the snakes, even venomous snakes can't do a lot to wolverines. Since they have thick fur and are incredibly lithe like honey badgers, they also can kill destructive snakes by ripping their head off with a solitary nibble. The sharp hooks are sufficient to cause thoughtful wounds as well. Wolverines are single trackers and favor open hunting. There are occasions at the point when wolverines have killed cobras easily, in spite of the fact that snakes are known to escape while confronting such a rival, even that isn't adequate to deflect a decided wolverine. This is on the grounds that wolverines can hit velocities of up to 30 miles each hour. Number 5. Tarantulas. The tarantulas are not ordinary hunters of snakes. They come in different sizes, and a few huge ones are equipped for killing pigeons and snakes with only one strike. The tarantulas are furnished areas of strength for width and venomous teeth. Their toxin is hemolytic or neurotoxic. In nature, once they strike, their toxin can make a crippled difference. What makes them especially lethal is that they strike their prey abruptly and have extraordinary stowing away and cover capacities. They likewise lay a snare for their prey by winding around cobwebs. When accidentally the snake breaks the cobweb, the tarantula might strike it unexpectedly by infusing toxin into the snake's head. The toxin's impact can break down the tissue of the snake, and the tarantula can suck the disintegrated tissue right out of the snake's skin. Anyway, tarantulas possibly assault snakes if all else fails or when they are starving. Generally speaking, these bugs stay away on the grounds that most snakes can seriously hurt the tarantulas. Number 4. King snakes. What makes kind snakes foes of different snakes is that they have a long record of human flesh consumption. Some say that lord snakes have procured the situation with ruler because of their propensity for killing different snakes by injustice. The lord snakes mirror the venomous coral snake and have the propensity for confounding others as well. What makes them especially great snake trackers is that they have a propensity for focusing on dangerous venomous snakes like diamondbacks, copperheads and cottonmouths. None of these dangerous snakes' toxin neutralizes the lord snakes. This guarantees that ruler snakes versus different snakes duels. The ruler snake has a gigantic edge and can obliterate them freely. The other normal hunting strategy utilized by lord snakes is choking. They utilize this strategy to repress their prey and forestall their adversary snakes from gnawing it. So more or less the ruler snakes utilize this demonstration of suffocation and don't trust that their prey will bite the dust. Number 3, crocodiles, caimans, and alligators. Crocodiles, caimans and alligators have an extreme chomp force. In a snake versus crocodile struggle, the size of the two creatures and the capacity to strike initially can mean the distinction among life and demise. A python or some other huge constrictor gets an opportunity against these hunters, since they can curl around the crocodile or gator by applying pressure. These snakes might compel the water hunters into accommodation. Anyway, assuming the python flops in doing this, the gator's counter can be lethal for the snake. On account of cobra and other venomous snakes, the crocodiles have a tremendous edge, as they have intense reinforcement and a strong nibble force that can shred snakes into a few pieces. Still, there are recorded examples where pythons were seen pressing caimans and gators to death. Number 2, king cobras. The lord cobras are the absolute most infamous foes of any remaining snakes, since they have a propensity for benefiting from them. The snakes that are designated usually by ruler cobras incorporate rodent snakes, pythons, gopher snakes and snakes. This propensity for ripping apart different snakes orders lord cobras as a Phaeophagus. The ruler cobras are experts of secrecy, frequently moving toward their prey wins quietly. Different snakes seldom saw their assailant before the underlying strike. The lord cobras have a high portion of toxin. This toxin totally deadens the chomped creature in no time after this occurs. The lord cobra moves towards the fallen snake and starts a long course of taking care of. The snake will gradually swallow down the prey even before they bite the dust, contingent upon the size of the feet. Number 1, monitor lizards. Snakes and monitor lizards are the two reptiles, however, that advances no kindly sentiments towards one another. Size matters a ton in a fight among snakes and monitor lizards. On the off chance that monitor lizards are bigger, then they are perpetually going to pound snakes with their bone-crunching chomp. Even hazardous venomous snakes, for example, spitting cobras or rattlers, don't have a potential for success against a huge monitor lizard. There are two primary explanations for the monitor lizard overwhelming these battles. Right off the bat, they have an extreme conceal that forestalls infiltration of snake teeth and their toxin. Besides, the monitor lizard's single nibble is sufficiently able to smash indispensable organs of the snake, incurring lethal injuries. Yet, the tables can turn rapidly in these kinds of face-offs. Winds likewise go after monitor lizards, and a huge piece of the result in such battles constantly relies upon the size of the two creatures. In the event that the snakes are greater than the reptile, the screen might wind up relinquishing its life. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, so YouTube will recommend this video to other viewers. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. That's my story. I'm sorry.